Hello, good viewers. You're welcome. Let's see how we are going to solve this Math Olympiad question. So now what are we going to do? You want to find the value of x in this equation, that is 49 to the power x plus 119 to the power x equals 289 to the power x. So now from there, we like to divide through by 49 to the power x. So I'm going to be having, okay. So now from there, you see that 49 to the power x, 49 to the power x, this we cancel. Okay, we actually cancel this, we actually cancel this, right? So we're going to left with 1 here, 1 plus here. So far we are having x here, we are having x here. So we have a law that say whenever you have a, b, x, okay, this can be a to the power x over b to the power x. That's from the law of indices, right? So what we are saying is that when you have a to the power x over b to the power x, the same way we have this one, we can actually put the parentheses and put the power on top. So this is going to be, but we are going to write this one in this form. We're going to have 119 divided by 49 10 to the power x equals the same thing to this place, 289 over what, 49. Then we put what, we put power x here. Are you following? So from there, the next thing we're going to do is, let me try to reduce this one inside the parentheses. I'm going to have in 1 plus. So 119 can be splitted as, that is 119 can be 7 points, that is 7 dots, that is 7 multiplied by 17. Okay, and we know that 49 can also be 7 multiplied by 7. So I'm going to use it here, 7, okay, multiply by 7. Let me use dot, 7 dot 17 divided by 7 dot 7 to the power x equals, so the same thing here, 289. You know that 289 can be written as 17 squared, because 17 times 17 will actually give us 289, and also we have 49 can also be written as 7 squared. So I'm going to replace it. I'm going to be having 17 squared over what, over 7 squared. Then I have what, I have x here. So now from there, the next thing we're going to do is that from here we have 1 plus, you know, we can reduce this. So this 7, we cancel this 7 here, right? So we are going to be left with 17 over 7 to the power x equals. So now here we're going to have what, we're going to have this. You can see this is having power. We are going to use this law again, this law here, 17 over 7, we have the square here, then we have what, we have another power x. So we move on by saying 1 plus 17 over 7 to the power x equals, now here we can do something from here. When you have a raised to the power b, then raised to the power c, so you can see that this will actually be a c, bringing c inside, and what, and b going outside. So we are going to use this. So 2 and x, now let's try to interchange them. So we're going to have this to be 17 over 7, x is coming inside, then I have what, I have 2 outside. Do you understand? So now from there, so let's let a equals what, 17 over 7 then to power x. Okay, so let us have it that way. So now from there, so the next thing we are going to do is, we are now going to replace anywhere we see 17 over 7 to power x from this equation. We're going to replace it by a. We have 1 plus A equals, this is going to be A. Don't forget that we have what? We have 17. We're going to be having A, and the power here we have square. So we can rewrite this equation as A squared, right? Taking all of this to this side, we have A minus 1 equals 0. So now from there, so this has become the quadratic equation in terms of A. So now from there, we move on by using a quadratic formula. But let us try to look at what discriminant will be. B squared minus 4ac, right? So this is going to be B squared is here, A is 1, that is the coefficient of, that's why I use small letter A. Then we have the small letter B, the coefficient of this to be minus 1, right? And the C is what? Is minus 1. So we place it here. B is minus 1. I have minus 1 squared minus 4 times. We have A to be 1. Then we have C to be what? Minus 1. So now from there, you can see that we have this to be equals. So this is 1 minus 1 squared. Then we have plus everything 4. So from there, we have our discriminant to be what? Discriminant to be 5. So which 5 is greater than what? 0. So we show that our discriminant is greater than 0. Therefore, we are going to be having real what? Real roots. Okay. So now we can now move further. Moving further, we're going to solve this. That is, A is now going to be minus B plus or minus discriminant over 2A, right? So now from there, you can see that we have A equals, so B is what? Is minus 1. So minus 1 plus or minus, so this is what? Root 5 over 2 times 1. So now from there we have A equals 1 plus or minus 5 over 2. Idea. So now from there, so what are you going to have? So we can have our A to be either 1 plus root 5 over 2 or 1 minus root 5 over 2. Do you understand? So now from there, we can see that we have what? We have this one to be positive and this one to be negative. So this is positive and this one here is negative, right? So now recall that we have what? We have A to be equals 17 over 7 to the power x, okay, which shows that this must be greater than 0. So it means A must be greater than 0. So since A is greater than 0, so we are going to what? We are going to reject this value of A that is what? That is negative, which is less than 0. So we pick only one that is what? That is positive. So we bring down the A. We have 1 plus root 5 over 2 equals 17 over 7 to the power x. Alright, so now from there, so what do we do to bring down this power x? So we take the natural log of both sides. So it's going to be ln 1 plus root 5 over 2 equals, we have what? Ln 17 over 7x. So now from there, so what do you think will happen? So now let me bring this to this side. So x is coming down. We have ln 17 over 7 equals ln 1 plus root 5 over 2. So now from there, what do you have? We have x, okay, to be equals, we divide through by this, ln 1 plus root 5, right, over 2 divided by ln 17 over 7, right? So now when you put this inside your calculator, so you are going to have your solution to be, but it is actually good if you can leave it in this form because this is more accurate. But if you want to leave it in decimal, So this will be approximately, x will be approximately 0.5423. Okay, this is today for decimal place, and that is the end of the class. So if you find the class very interesting, so do not hesitate to share this to your learning colleagues, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done that. Then hit on the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime we upload a new content. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.